Nossa. Hello, Jules. You in the room? Would you want to switch to typing on the YouTube? Can you comment? Or sometimes there's been an issue with people commenting, so you may have to comment on the Facebook and watch on the YouTube. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Jules? Jules, are you in the room? Can you comment or like? Okay, I'm waiting for you to comment on Facebook. Something's going on. I hope you can hear me at least. Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, I'm going to start your reading now. So, any comments you have, just do it on the Facebook. We can talk that way. So I'm going to start off with my normal cards. I'm going to do a past, present, and future. Got a lot of cards. Okay. So the Ace of Wands. That's just a beginnings card. So maybe in the past position you had a lot of false starts. The Wands relate to willpower and life force, passion, creativity, ego, and personality. So maybe you had a lot of false starts. And Wands is use. So use, invention, and travel. Yeah, I just feel like there could have been a lot of plans that never really went to fruition. Let's look at the present position. You got two cards here, and they're conflicting cards. So you might, I don't know, I'll just read them as they are. This one says backstabbing, and there could be some backstabbing going on around you in the present position. Um, this guy's got all the knives in his back, like all the knives. It's like you might be feeling attacked. Um, but there's also the celebration card. This card has like three ladies hanging together, so you could have some good friends and support with you, so that's a good thing. And although it's celebrating, you might have some things to celebrate, but I feel like this is another issue with some backstabbing going on. I'll get into that when I get into my other cards. Um, let's go to the future position now. The Hierophant. So this card represents teaching and learning, getting a mentor, um, bettering yourself and growth. Um, it's a major card, so there's major growth. These other cards are minor, so they're minor activities that are happening in your life, really, compared to this. This is like a new learning experience that's going to benefit you. I'll get into that one in a minute when I switch cards. I'm going to switch cards right now and we'll clarify that a little bit more. Okay, so first we'll look into this backstabbing and celebration. So is there any more I can find out about that situation, please? Just a little bit more information for Jules, please, about the backstabbing and celebration. Okay, you got everything has turned out well, enjoy success. Okay, this card usually comes in when you put your walls too high. Like you, and then you've got people who are jealous of you after you've had success. That's why you put your walls up. Um, that could be a blockage, but that could be why people are backstabbing you. They're jealous of your success. It could be just a small success, but yeah, I feel like there's a bit of backstabbing with maybe your friends or something. And this card says there's rapid communication and action and movement, and like things are happening fast, like everything's happening all at once, coming in. See how the wands are all jabbing at you together. Um, so there's movement, speed, quick decisions, change, boldness, excessive force, and generosity. So just remember to always take a little bit of time before you make a decision. Um, People might be forcing you to make quick decisions, which is making bad decisions for you. I don't know how you feel because I don't know your life, but the cards are just saying that you might be faced with making rapid decisions, and just make sure you take that time before you sign any contracts that are going to change your life in a negative way. Let's have a look at the teaching and learning and the mentor. Because it might just mean coming to me every day and getting a daily card. This guy, he's an individual. So this card tells you to be your true self. It says use the dynamic energy to be a leader. Visionary, successful, swift expansion, strength, power, will, courage, leadership. So this is a leadership card. So if you're a follower in your relationship, you may need to take the leadership more because it's supposed to be a balance. So you're both supposed to be leaders at times. And you may feel a bit stifled. Maybe you've learned all you can from your partner, or are you single or in a relationship? So I know which way to read it because you definitely got some learning and you're definitely going to be a leader. So if you're more of a follower at the moment, like I urge you to just step outside the box and take a bit of leadership opportunities if they come towards you, because I'd say some leadership opportunities are going to come towards you soon. I'm going to switch cards now. So you're single. Is there someone that you like? Let's get inside their head. Is there someone in like that you like at all? Okay, we're going to get inside their head. You said cool, so I'm assuming there's someone you like. So, oh, I just lost a card. I'm going to leave that there. It didn't want to come here. Okay. This person replays it says, I replay our conversations over and over. They think about you. These are new cards, so I don't know what's going to happen with them. I've got a couple of new ones to try for you. Previous partner. Well, he plays the conversations over and over in his head. Just being near you is intoxicating. I'm going to switch cards and get less romantic thoughts, or see if they're still romantic. I'm absolutely in love with you. They're still romantic. These cards have less romantic thoughts. Says he got some wrongful advice. Maybe he listened to some wrongful advice. Yeah. Instead of listening to himself, he got some wrongful advice. Let's have a look at the love oracle cards. These are new cards also, so they're a bit unpredictable for me at the moment. Okay, we've got heartbroken. deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. I think that's both of you, actually. You're probably both heartbroken. I'm not sure one of you is or both of you. Um, let's have a look at the romance angels. Do you have children? Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Do you have children? You've got deception. Someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship. So just remember when you're thinking about past relationships to do a positives and negatives list. Remember to put that negatives list in. A lot of people romanticize things. Make sure you want to get back in something if you're going to get back in something. Sometimes the past is better left in the past. You know what I mean? It says retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay. Let's do some self love next because it's telling you to retreat. I usually just follow what the cards say. At the end, I'll open up and you can get any clarity with the pendant. I find that's the best way. No, okay, no children. Excellent. It's just if it comes up in the read, then I read that as like children in your life rather than having children. Yeah, it just changes the way I read things. Yeah, it could have nieces or nephews or you know what I mean. Okay, soul lesson, surrender, sacral chakra. Okay, the sacral chakra is about sex. Um, but I'll read out the thing. It's a big long one and gives you an exercise to do at the end. So, surrender to the creative life force. This is a message to open your heart more and surrender to the constant flow of new and infinite possibilities coming to you. By surrendering to the creative life force, you are unlocking a very powerful force within you. This creative force is unstoppable. It creates worlds, abundance, and life itself. You get to choose your attitude. You can choose to be open to trying new things, and you can positively self-encouraging. Um, when you encourage yourself to do things that offer you beneficial new experiences, you are working to dissolve older versions that might have held you back. Feel into the courage and expansion of your heart and command your mind to serve things that support your liberation and move away from the things that don't. You know what is right for you and what gets your creative juices flowing. Courageously follow your creative impulses without doubt or need for any outside approval to nurture your self expression and realization. That's coming back to this individual card. You need to be your individual self. That's really your answer. This is where it's heading. You seem you're not coming up with confidence cards or self worth cards. Just that you need to be an individual and a leader. Um, Check in with your physical body to feel if you are resisting creativity and love. Any tightness in your body is an indication of attachments, aversions, and fearful self limiting thought patterns. Spend some time moving your body to encourage the flow to your hips and shoulders whilst also opening your heart. Shake and sway with joyous abandon to vibrant music. When you surrender with movement to the primal creative energy, the fear of getting it wrong can be replaced with inspired and liberated self expression. You are comparable. Celebrate all that you are, the gifts and talents you have to come and give. Do a little bit of dancing. Um, so it's saying, and just do it by yourself when no one's around and just let go and dance. And that'll clear that blockage you have. You'll feel a lot better, a lot freer after it. Um, where do we go now? Um, what are you feeling? Aboriginal ancestors or light workers? Aboriginal ancestors or light workers? Jules? Jules, I'm waiting for you to choose, darling. I'll type it. Yeah, just gotta unlock my phone. It locked. Okay, so which do you want? Aboriginal ancestors? Light workers. Light workers. Okay, you're a light worker. Thank you. Just, I felt like I wasn't sure if the Aboriginal one was for you. Some people it is and some people it isn't. Not all the cards are calling to me for you. I'm going to switch to Oracle in a minute. And then I'll pull your final cards to give you a motto. Okay. Light activation, evolution of spirit, actioning of plans, transcendence. So I'll read out the book what that's about. This one is energy attachments, energy exchange, negative influences, self sabotage. Well, that one's easy. Don't self sabotage. But I'll read up about that one as well. So, number 19. Yeah, these are a little bit more detailed, so I read them out of the book. I'm never going to learn these. When the body lights up in an attunement or activation, it triggers a beacon for the soul to communicate with the physical body, overseen by the ancient Tibetan master Dwal Khal. I probably said that wrong. Activations can bring deep healing and transcendence. Regardless of physical sensation, these activations occur on an energetic and emotional level. Activations, which can be physical or spiritual in nature, amplify your personal connections with the world and energy around you. Essential for the evolution of human consciousness, activating energy centers, intuition healing abilities, and life force or Kundalini can happen gently or abruptly, given your chosen personal path. Awakening dormant DNA and hidden memories. Activations are dominantly positive experiences that encourage your mind to connect more closely to your soul and spirit. Transmissions, awakenings, and spiritual prophecy will occur now, so the paper and get the paper and pen ready. Ascension Master asks you to clear your attention intentions as conflicts will be triggered by stress. Choose to let go of fear and let your soul guide you on a journey of self discovery. Your soul is in a constant state of learning, so learning a new skill or planning future education are favorable now. Be realistic in your approach, otherwise you will set yourself up to fail. Repeating self-sabotaging behaviors. Yeah, repeating self-sabotaging behaviors. Being stubborn will only keep you stuck in a place that your soul doesn't want to be in. And he says, your soul is seeking new challenges. Let yourself be free. And the affirmation for this card is, I activate and awaken my soul's divine intelligence. And it's going back to, we had the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant is a card of education. This card is telling you now is a good time to plan for learning or education. Maybe you want to study for a new career or something, or just do a new hobby, even. It can be. Like me, this was a hobby and it's turning into something more, so maybe it's something like that for you. Life is strange. So we've got energy attachments. You are a conscious creator. How you address the energy in your life determines how it is directed towards you. Emotional energy, spiritual entities, and negative energy frequencies have the potential to disrupt your life force, misdirecting your thoughts towards lower vibrational actions such as addictions, mental and emotional instability, and other non loving pathways filled with self sabotage and critical judgment. You're getting a lot of self sabotage cards. I'm just saying, um, forever in a deep state of awareness and tranquility, Lord Shiva is held as a supreme being and is depicted as two poses, meditation and dance. Well, it's pointing towards dance again. The divine masculine is carried by Lord Shiva, and his power and presence encompass a lovable life, choosing to protect those who cannot protect themselves, known for rescuing other gods and spiritual beings by agreeing to swallow the blue poison, Halahala. He was able to save all living beings and bring order to the world. Any state of fear will weaken your auric fields, making it more challenging to keep attachments away and to keep control of your energy. Lord Shiva asks you to address any parasitic connections or energy attachments that you have been draining your vitality, influencing and interrupting your thought processes. Ascension Master Lord Shiva holds the power of destruction and creation within his grasp, suggesting that you regain control over your own energy exchanges and remove energetic ties that are consuming your life in a negative way, reducing spiritual manipulation. Dance and body movement will lighten your heart and let go and free yourself of old restrictions. Hold on to anger is swallowing poison. Be at peace with your demons, is his words to you. And the affirmation is, I remove imbalanced energy with ease. I am secure and I am safe. Let's do some oracle cards. Would you like the angel or the Buddha? I'd take the Buddha after you got the Buddha card. Would you like the Buddha cards or the angel cards? Angel or Buddha? Angel or Buddha? Hello, are you there, Jules? I can see you still in the room. I know life is busy. Angel or Buddha cards? You can watch this back another time anyway. I'm going to try and keep it for you. Buddha. Good choice. They were calling to me. Well, that looks well. It's alright. Okay. Straight away, we got positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. Invasion, boundaries, violated, dominance. Be careful to set your boundaries and don't let anyone cross them. I don't know what to say about that. You might have someone invading your boundaries, or you might feel um, that someone's trying to be domineering. We've got a past life card. Trees. You might have been a tree in a past life. So make sure you get into nature. That will be very important for your healing. We've got a high priestess or a priest card. So you are a leader. These cards told me that you're a leader. This card shows that you were a leader in your past life as a high priest. And maybe some of this spiritual stuff that I'm talking about, asking for the light worker cards, you just had that more spiritual side to you because of your past life. We've got a tempting offer has a high price. So let's look at all the small print, hey? Make sure before you sign any contracts or make any deals, you think it out really correctly and have that thinking space time that I said you needed. Instead of being forced to make decisions really fast. Would you like to start typing a few questions for the pendulum? Just to seek a bit of clarity, because sometimes cards aren't that clear. Sometimes they are. Sometimes you got to wait until afterwards and then it becomes clear, if that makes sense. So I'd like to do a pendulum reading for you to finish off, and you can ask any questions you like. Gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. Be kinder to yourself. Sometimes we set expectations really high for ourselves and really low for other people, and you need to adjust that. Make sure your expectations are set at a level that's the same for you as you set for other people. Don't expect less. The past returns for a time. Now, I want to say about this card, it says your past is returning, so it could be an old relationship, but it also says only returning for a time. So I think it will be temporary. So just be careful you don't put long-term goals on it. I think the best thing is just to roll with the punches, because the universe has a funny way of sending you on a mission. Like the mission he sent me on has been crazy, like a roller coaster ride where you throw up a few times. And laugh. Laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Have some fun. Let that inner child out and be silly for a change. I'd like to do pendulum questions now to finish up. So anything you'd like some clarity on? I don't really know if I did a good read, because to me it's like I'm reading a story off my cards that does not resonate with me. It only resonates with you, usually. And I don't know if I've answered the questions that you want. So any questions, and I can get the right cards to answer that question, or I can use the pendulum to answer yes/no questions for you. And that's the end of my reading after the pendulum. So if you don't mind, for the questions, I'm not going to read them out loud on here. I'm just going to say the answers. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how I'll do this. Because I was going to ask you maybe if I could play this video as an example, but we can talk about that later. I'm going to do the pendulum because I want to show you what I can do. Okay? Okay. Hello, pendulum. Tell me yes. Big yes. Tell me no. Is there any sign of love for Jules this year? Is there sign for love for Jules next year? Did you see that, Jules? So it said not this year, but next year you'll find love. Now, job security. How can we ask this question, Jules? Job security. Does Jules have job security right now? Yes. Does she have job security forever? No. See what I mean? We need to work out a way to ask the question better. Could you ask the question better? Like, are you going to find a new job or do you not have a job? I don't know. Because if you're on the dole, you've got job security at the moment, but not forever. Do you get what I mean? It just depends. You have to really think of it, ask the question, be specific. Job security is very broad, so could you be more specific about your job question? So what question? Do you want any more questions, darling? Because I'm just about finished up unless you've got any more questions. Do you want to see if you'll be rich or poor? Let's do that one. Rich or poor. I know I forgot that one. Okay. Okay. There's a few there. Let's see if any more want to come up first. No, that's it. Okay, so you're not going to be rich, but you're not going to be poor either. You're working contract. Okay, so okay, so how can we ask that question? Think of a way to ask the question because job security isn't a good way to ask the question. It's so broad that there's no way to ask it. Like if you ask when will I get my next contract, I can say months, and we can get a specific month that you get the next contract, for example. But I don't know how to ask, so you're gonna have to tell me. But you're always gonna have to budget and watch overspending. But if you do a budget and stick to it, I think you'll do fine with money. You're not going to be rich and famous, but you're not going to be poor and broke. You'll be comfortable, but you'll have to work hard for it. Nothing comes for free here. Um, let's see if we can come up with a motto for you, or a mantra, or just a feeling about this. read. It's the first time I've done the reads this way, so I'm not really sure if it's resonating. I hope it is. I've worked hard. So the feeling is I am blessed by the universe. Count your blessings. Um, be grateful for what you have, no matter how small it is, because that really counts. Um, when you're praying, or don't ask for help or tell them what's wrong, tell them what's right, and think about what you're grateful for, and you'll change your whole world. It's called manifesting. You get what you manifest, so count your blessings and they will multiply. Count your losses and they will multiply. Okay, we'll ask this last question. Pendulum, hello, tell me yes. Good pendulum. Tell me no. Will the contract last all year? Is that the question you asked? Okay, will it go till next year? Yeah, okay. So it did this thing where it wants to tell me, yeah, it'll go to the end of the year, but not further. Okay, so when will Jules get full time work? Will Jules get full time work in August? Yes or no, please? Can you tell me yes? Come on, tell me big yes. Tell me no. Okay, will Jules get work in full time work in August? No. September, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, June. I predict you will get full time work in June. I don't know how or what, or you might think it's not going to happen. I don't know. The pendulum says June. Okay, well, if you have no more questions, that's the end of our reading. I'll send you my donation details via Facebook. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you got some clarity there, even if it just was at the end with the pendulum. But the answer is self love to everything. Once you're confident and self loving, everything else falls into place. So that's my answer for everything, honestly. Um, I'm going to switch to messaging you on the Facebook now. And I'll end this when you leave the room. And I'll talk to you about possibly sharing this reading publicly, but that's up to you. I understand if you want to keep it private, and I'll try and make a copy for you. Yeah, I don't know. The pendulum's weird. I love the pendulum. It's very specific. I like specific. Um, Okay, I'm shutting the room down so I can go back online and do live readings again. Feel free to come get a free one card read daily. Totally free. I'll send you my donation details now, actually, before I forget. And I appreciate all deep donations, but they are totally voluntary, okay? Thank you, Jules. Have a lovely day.